Hello students, I have come with one more video on text file handling MCQ questions. So we are going to solve 30 questions which are primarily based on text files. So here is the first one. Which of the following command is used to open file C colon temp or text in a read mode only? Now we have options A, which is open temp.txt. The second one, which is ctemp.txt, and which is R and R plus and R plus. Okay, so you can see these four options are there. We know for read only is the default mode. Even if you do not write, it means the same. And if it is written, it is there. Now the only issue is there between A and B, which one to select. Now, before we come to selection of this one, why we should select A or B, we have to see, I would like you to see something. Okay. If you're printing something like, just now let me print it here. If you're printing here C colon, the name of the file, which is here temp.txt. Okay. So temp.txt is the name of the file. And if you run this one, you're going to see a space. Why? Because this /t is considered to be a tab character. So using this one is not the right answer. Why? Because it's giving a tab character here. Now, if you want to suppress this particular tab character and to consider it like /t, so this slash to remain as a single like a symbol. So in that case, we have to give a double slash. So double slash will treat this as a the effect of that escape character will go, and then we can consider. So you can see this is the right way to select for this one. So this is the right way of writing this one. So the correct answer is B. Okay. Now next one is, which of the following command is used to open a temp.txt file in write mode only? Now, it's almost the same question. Which are the not possible? You can see W plus mode, which is for write and read, and here the same. And again, we are having the same kind of question is there like the one which we have discussed. So here also we can see it's a B, which is the which should be the correct answer. And we can see B is the correct answer. Now we are coming to the third one. Which of the following statements are true regarding opening modes of a file? The first one, when you open a file for reading, if the file does not exist, an error occurs. Right? When you open a file for reading and if the file does not exist, obviously error occurs. When you open a file, so this should be if does not exist. So this question is asking which of the following statements are true regarding the opening modes of files. So A is the correct one. When you open a file for reading, if the file does not exist, it will open an empty file. I don't think this is true. So you can be sure that this is not possible. And if you go for, okay, we go for the B1, when you open a file for writing, if the file does not exist, an error occur. No, this is also not true. Rather, a new file is created. So when you open a file for writing, the file does not, a new file is created. So this one is correct. When you open a file for writing, if the file exists, the existing file is overwritten with the new file. This is also a correct option, because if the file is there and you are opening it in the right mode, so all the previous data will be erased. That means overwritten. So it will be the E. And regarding this type, this particular one, as you can see, there are multiple options we have selected, but maybe you're getting questions in your exams where only one option is correct. So choose carefully, see what are the instructions there. So here A, E, and D, these three are the correct options. So let's check. Yeah, all the three are the correct one. Next, we are coming, which of the following commands can we use to read n number of characters from a file using file object file? So to read n number of characters, we have to use, there are option file.readn, file.n equal to file.read, read line and read line. So read and read lines obviously are reading the lines. So between option A and B, And we know if we want to read the n characters, we have to give the n as a parameter. And this is going to read the entire content of the file. So here A is the correct one. Okay, let's move to the, okay, this is the correct one. And let's move to the question number 5. What does the read lines method returns? So read line method returns. Before that, I would like you to see something, okay, which can give you to see what, let's see file, let's see para.txt. This is the name of the file, and we write some text, okay. So we can write here, okay, we write some names of colors, okay, red, green, blue, and we write orange. And let's see, we want to read this file. So open, we are writing para.txt. And by default is the read mode. You can write the read mode. And then we are going to read this file data equal to f dot read lines. Okay. And then what we are going to do is that we are going to print this data. So when we are printing this data, what we are getting? So we are getting all the lines which are present in a form of a list of strings. So this is the list of strings. So in this case, list of lines and list of strings. So list of strings is the right answer. Okay, so this is the one. Now, which of the following function do you use to write data in a binary format? So this is slightly a different one, but write is basically for text file. Output and send are not there. So for binary file writing data, the answer will be done. Okay. Now we come to the next one, which is which of the following statement correctly explain the function of tell method? Now, you know what is tell method? It tells the position of a file. Okay, so tells the current position within a file. That's true. So few things which you can see also, like if you have data, let me write some data here, and we are writing something here. Okay, now if I am using here, right, position is equal to f dot tell, and I am printing the position. Okay, so what you will see it here, the initial position is 0, and let's see, we do some data is equal to f dot read, and we write it's here 5, and then again we are using this position is equal to f dot tell, and then we print the position. Okay, so what we see in this case, it's now 5. So after reading and writing, we get a new position, and that position is always from with reference from the beginning. Okay, so in this case, we can say it tells obviously the current position within the file, and also indicates the next read and write will occur at that many bytes from the beginning of the file. So this is also correct. Now, when we come to this, move the current file position to a different location. No, this is not correct. It changes the file position only if allowed to do so, and else returns an error. So this also doesn't make sense. So A and B are the correct answers. Now, next one is, what will be the output of the following code snippet? Uh, this is opening a file in this W plus means write and read mode. And this line is obviously giving the name of the file, which is myfile.txt. So I think myfile.txt. So C and D seems to be the one of the correct answers. And then you have hello students, write lines. You're writing this line. Seek 0 is bringing to the beginning of the file, and then you are coming to the line in FO. So it is reading the FO object. So it is reprinting each one of the line. So if there in this, if you see there's a new line character is there. So there are 2 lines are there. And because of these 2 lines, it is going to print hello and students. Now the point is that between this, is there any possibility of a space here? See, by default, print gives us a new line character. It depends. So obviously it's going, but here we can see there is a new existing, there is already a new line character. So 2 new line characters means there will be not only just in the next line, but after 1 line gap, it will be there. So D will be the answer. And if you would like to see this one, so I'm copying this code and I'm running it here. And if you run this one, what you are going to see is that you are getting this thing. So it is not visible here. Why? Because it has made this thing. But when this new line character is there, because of this new line character, it is printing, and then print itself add a new line character. So there is a gap here. Okay, I think this one is understood. So we submit the one and check it's correct. Yeah, it is absolutely correct. So we come to the next one. What will be the output of the following code snippet? So you have f none, then there is a for loop, and which is going to repeat the statement for 5. But the moment you get the value of I greater than 2, you will break. And finally, f dot closed is going to check whether a file is closed or not. So let's a little bit of understanding of this entire thing. If you, let's see, we are opening the file para.txt, and we are going to print the f dot closed, which is going to say the status of the file, and then we are closing the file, and then again we are printing f dot closed. Now if I run it, what I'm getting is we are getting two things. One is false. Yeah, it's true that a file is not closed, and the moment you close it, thereafter it will be you're getting a true. So f dot close is either giving you true or false depending on the status of the file object. Now there is another case which we would like to I would like to discuss here, like with uh, like open as f. Okay, and let's see, we are just printing the data which is f dot read. Okay, so we are reading this one, and let's see, we are printing this thing. And thereafter, what we are doing is we are doing f dot closed. Now, this is something which we have to see. So what we see it here, it is printed the data, and after printing without writing f dot closed, it has closed the file. It's showing the status the file is closed. Now, this happens just because of a simple reason, because this with the with keyword, when you're opening a file, once the block is ended, it automatically close the file. So whenever we see this with block, so we do not need to write the f dot close. So in this case, the answer will be after this one, once this block is exited from here for the value of I greater than 2, when it comes here, so the answer will be C. Okay, so it will be true here, because with open automatically closes the file once you exit this block. Okay, so the next one is given the below the code that will display the first line of this. So f equal to open dot data are line dot read lines, and printing the first line. So again, we see it here, we could write something. Okay, so this time I'm writing some names of country. Okay, Japan and US. Okay. Now, if you are just opening here, let's see, we have a data is equal to f dot read lines. And then we are printing the first line. So printing first line will be data 0. So in this case, our first line will be the country India. So if you look at it here, our correct answer in this case will be, see, there is a square bracket required. In this one, it's not a square bracket. And these are printing the first line, obviously, but not the entire line, but the first, which is the one index means the second character and is the first character. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so next is accept 5 hobbies from user and write in a file hobby.txt. Without each hobby should write in a separate line without using write function. Now, if you want to, without going too much into this one, which is like opening the file in write mode, there's a list is there, and then you are taking 5 times and you are appending that data to a file. So let's see, I just give an example. Let's see, we have a list of data. Okay, so let's see, same data I'm writing India slash n. Let's see, pen slash n. And let's see, we write this time Nepal slash n. Now, if I want to write this data to the file para.txt, so I have to write open para.txt, and the mode will be write mode. Okay. Now, to write this thing to the file, we use a method called write lines. Okay, write lines, which takes a list Okay, as not exactly only list, any kind of a sequence object. So here, which is a list here, and let's see, we do f dot close. So if we run this one, what we are going to see after running, so it is showing exit 0. So if I see it here, it has come here. So basically, what we understand here is the write lines method is the one which we have to use. So in this case, the write line method in option C. So option C is the correct one. Okay, next, which of the following file mode open a file for reading and writing both in binary file? Okay, so reading and writing. So RB is only for reading and in binary, and RB plus is both for reading and writing. Okay, so this is RB plus. Next, we come to the question number 13. Which of the following file mode opens a file for reading and writing both, as well as overwrite the existing file if the file exists, otherwise creates a new file? So all the W modes overwrite the existing file, but here the question says is that you have to open a reading existing file and it creates, otherwise creates a new file. So both reading and writing can be done using, now here, can we see is a binary for reading and writing the existing file, and otherwise it creates a new file. So you can see this W plus B and this both seems to be the correct answer, because you can write in W plus mode, and this are both ways of writing the same thing, reading and writing purpose. So let's see, yes, this is the correct answer. Now, Miss Suman is working on a binary file and wants to write data from a list to a binary file. Consider list object as L1, binary file Suman list.dat, and a file object F. Which one of the following is a correct statement for her? Okay. So I just give you a very simple one. Like, see, this is the list is there, and you want to write it in a binary file. Let's see, we create a binary file, anything info dot. If we change the extension to many things, it's a dat is the extension. No, it's, you can give any other extension also. And let's say it's w uh, b. Okay, we for this thing. And now if we want to write the data, we have to use the module called pickle. Okay, and we, if you want to write this data to this file, so what we will do is that it's a pickle dot dump, and we have two options. First is the object data which we want to write and the file object, and then we write f dot close. So let's see, run it and see what exactly happens. Okay, there is a slide syntax error. Oh, the syntax error because the file name we not written within the double quotes. So let me run it now. So it has, the data is written here. Okay, so I'm not going into the part of reading, but if you want to write, so first will be the list of the dump method with the list name and the file object. So in this case, which one is there? Obviously write mode is there, so we have an option between A and D, and the only problem is that here it's a load and a dump, so dump is the method, so the option D is the correct one for this one. Okay, to read the fourth line from a text file, which of the following statement? Okay, if you look at the first one, data f dot read 4, it will read 4 characters. No, we do not want to read the 4 characters. dt equal to f dot read lines dt 3. So if you look at this one, it is going to read all the lines, and 3 means the fourth string. So we know, we have seen already that f dot read lines read all as a list of strings. So dt3 is going to read the fourth line. So we can safely say this B is the correct option, and read line only read a single line. So it won't be, and all of this won't be the correct option. So we have gone to the this one. Now, in which of the following file mode existing data of the file will not be lost? And without thinking, you can just see that W modes are the one in which the data, existing data is lost. So A, which is the append mode, which preserve the data. Okay, so the answer is A. Now we come to the 17. Which of the following command is used to open a file in for writing as well as reading in a binary format? So binary format and writing as well as reading, right? So writing as well as reading. So it will be W plus. So option C and D both are correct. But if you look at this, in this case, we have to do both reading and writing. So it will be WB plus. Now here you can see this slash and double slash. So some few may think that maybe the option B is correct. But again, I tell you, like, it is not for all the characters. This backslash character means there are certain characters which have a meaning, like a new line character, tab, which have a meaning, but not also. If I'm printing this one, just I'm showing you, like, if I let's see, C is equal to uh, this C colon slash pad dot text, and I am printing this one. Okay, I'm printing the C. So you can see it is printing exactly as it is. So we do not have to worry for this slash P. So D is the correct answer for this one. Okay, now we come to question number 18. How to open a C colon RES text file for reading? Which of the statements are correct? Open C colon R. Yes. Now here again we are getting a one situation is that this if you are putting here R, for example, let me put a R here and let me print it here. Now the moment you press R, uh, it is let's see, something else also is there. So this R is changed because this is a special character, okay, for a carriage return. Okay, so if it is there with some, maybe here, if we have something more written here, let's see, print, let's see the word hello, or let's see something print more here. So it is not showing anything of that thing, but you can see this C colon, which is there. It is no more there. Okay, because the of carriage return, it has pressed enter here, and you are getting only this much text. So it is going to affect this string. So we cannot take this one, but we have option of either this or this. And we know one thing more, that by default it's in a read mode. So we can select this one also, and this one is equally correct because you can write also. So this is the correct answer. Okay, now next is okay, it's a slightly bigger question, so I would like you to see this one. So we have options like here. Before we come to the options here, we see this a marks.txt file which contain this data. Okay, so to give you the understanding what will be the output and why the output will be there, let's see. We put this data in this file, and okay, it's getting a space, so we removing the space here. This space is gone, and now we are putting this code. Okay, so this code is there. So okay, so this is the code is there. So let's see, this is the code of this one. Now, things which we need to see, it's here. The very first line, read line. So after opening the file, read line is going to read, okay, the name of the file. Let's see, we change it here as a para.txt just for running this code. So the first line is going to read the 70. Okay, it's the 70 is there. Then int of this line, that means total will be is 70. Then we are printing the 70. Okay, 70 is printed. Thereafter, we are reading the next line. Okay, so next line after 70 is the 80. Line 80 we read. And then we come to the next line, which is the read line, which is here, the 85. 85. So 85, we are reading it here. And after 85, the total plus 85. So it's already 70 is there, 70 plus 85, which is equal to 155. So finally, it is going to print 155. So let me see, is there any option? Yes, there is an option, which is option C. So option C is 70 and 155. So we can select this one. So the correct answer is yes. This is the correct answer. Okay, now we are coming to the one which is about the yes, absolute path. Okay, so this is given a one directory structure. Your current directory is Asia. Asia means you are here, and your file Europe.txt present in the maps. Okay, it is there in the maps. It is present. What is the absolute path? Remember, absolute path means you have to give the full path starting from the root directory. So this Europe.txt is present in the maps. So its full path will be C world maps. And then we are going to write Europe.txt. So first one is not the correct one. Second one, because it's not inside Asia. And the third one is Europe dot inside the map. So third one is the correct one. Okay. Now we come to the next one. Which of the following command can be used to read the next line in a file using temp using the file object temp file? So read n obviously going to read the n number of lines, and read is going to read the entire file as a string. Read line only one line, and read lines will read the remaining lines. Now slightly a confusion between read can be used to read the next line. So next line means only one line you have to read. So in that case, C seems to be the more appropriate option, because read lines and read are going to read the entire file almost. So we give the C. Yes, C is the correct answer. Now, suppose the content of my text file is the key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. Now, you open the file, you read it, and file.read 10. Now, it's a bit tricky. Now, you feel like read 10 means 10 characters like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the two key to seems to be the correct answer. But there is something which is there which you need to see, is that when you run this code, okay, here you're running this code and you put this file content. This is the file content. If you put it here, okay, if you put it this file content here, and let's see, we change the name to para.txt. Okay, para.txt, and obviously this quotation marks I need to change. Okay, so we change this one. Okay, now if I run it, surprisingly, you will not see any output because of the read, which has already read the entire content. So the file pointer is at the end. So thereafter reading file.read 10 will be giving you no output. So in this case, D is the correct answer. Okay, so there won't be any output. So you must see before you come to the print statement, are there any read statement, read line statement? So they are going to affect the output. Okay, this is correct one. Now the next is, what is the difference between A plus and W plus mode? Now A plus mode opens for a file for both reading and writing. Okay, reading and writing both is there, and W plus mode opens only for writing. No, this is not correct. W plus mode even allows you for reading. A plus mode is created if the file does not exist, but W mode error if the file does not exist. No, this doesn't happen. W plus mode also create this thing. So B is also not the one which is there. A plus mode adds data to the existing data, existing data if adds data to the existing data if the file exists, whereas W plus overrides. So this is seems to be a more correct answer. And here, this is also looks like both are used for reading and writing. Yes, that is, but they are asking for the difference. So this seems to be more looks like a difference. That is true, and open for reading and writing, and it's open. So this doesn't look like a difference, and raises errors. So let's see, we try the option C and check whether this C is correct or not. Yes, C is the correct answer. So always remember, A plus mode is for adding the data, and obviously writing is also possible here. And here W overrides the data. Now the next one is, which statement is true for the given below code? Now FH is opens marks.txt are minus 15 to, and str1 FH read 15 and str. Okay, now what it's saying, which statement is true for the given below code? Prints 15 bytes from the current position. Now here what is happening, the first line, if you see, this is 2 means from the end going backward 15. Okay, then next is you are reading 15 characters and then you are printing it. So prints the 15 bytes from the current position, print the 15 bytes from the start position, and prints the 15 position from the end position. Now see, it's as 2 is there, so it's not the current, it is not the start, it should be the from the end position, because from the end position we have moved 15 bytes, so we are reading the 15 bytes from the end position. So we can go for the option C, and yes, this is the correct one. Now the next one, write the output of the following if the data stored in try.text is given below. Try but never cry, f dot read 4. And so first we read the 4 characters, so 1 2 3 4 up to this, okay, space. Then read 5, so this 5 means 1 2 3 4 and 5 up to B. So next will be try B. So try B, I think try and try B is here. So B and D is there. Now we look for which one is the this one. Now here is one space is there. Okay. So first 4 is 1 2 3 4. So first 4 it is read up to this one, and then we have uh try 5. This is 1 2 3 4, and this is the B. Now we have a UT. Now the only problem is there in this case is that B and D almost same, but there is one space is there. So let's see. First one is reading up to where? So first one is read 4. So it is 1 2 3 4. So 4 means it is reading up to this space. So this one, and then try B. Uh, Seems to okay. Let's see. We confirm a little bit, though it's looks like the option is A, but let's see. As you're going to see the output, so I'm going to be more sure about what it will be. So let me do the print F, and this the thing. So we can write it here, print F. So this is printf and printf. Okay. So let's run this one. So, okay, we have to change the file mode, which is file, and let's see, we run it here. So here you can see, yes, this is try read 4, try, but never cry. So this already we have given space. Okay, so this space is to be removed one more time. We are going to run it. So it's a try, B, try. So I was expecting the same B. So this is the correct option because this space has come here. So let's see, we try this one, B, and okay. But it seems there is an issue with this option only because we have given you to try B. But let it be. This is the one which is, though it's correct only because it is there, but I think the answer is not given correct. So uh, as we have seen that the output is coming the B, so we consider the B only, not the one with the space. Okay. All right. So next one we come, consider a statement file object open my file my blog.txt r, and then what is the one, then we are having which of the following option can be used to print the last line of a text file my blog.txt. So last line, so read lines is there, and after the read lines we have to write is the last string. So B, display -1. Okay, read won't do, this will no, so B is the correct answer. Okay, this is the correct one, right? Now here you see we have write the output of the following t dot dat read f dot tell read end 6. Now what happens is here you're opening a file, f.tell will obviously give you 0. And after 0, end equal to 6. That means the 6 character, 6 will be there. Then f.seek 5. So seek 5 means you have moved so to the 5th byte position. So it will be 5. So initially 0 followed by 6, then 5. So 065 will be the correct answer. So let me see this one. Yes, this is the correct answer. Okay, now this is the 128. Suppose the content of my file is Humpty Dumpty sat on wall and this great fall. Okay, then we come to the code. What will be the output of the following code? We open my file.txt we are going to read and split. Okay, so read is going to read this entire data and split into this, and then lend the record and my file dot close. So that means it is going to read each of this. Okay, let me show you now. It's a uh, we can count also, but let's see. We try with the computer count this one, and what exactly it is doing, that also you will see. So it is what it is doing. It is reading the file, and split option will splits into the. So you are coming to here, and let's see, we give the file name as here para.text. Okay, para.text we will give, and then we are going to run it. So you can see it's 26. So 26 is basically the number of like if you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So 26 are the number of ones. So yes, this is correct. So 29, honesty is the best policy. What will be the output of the following code? So let's first understand this code. You're opening the file, then we have a list we have created with this characters. These are the vowel characters. And then we see equal to 0. We are reading the entire file. And here we are reading each character. Now, it's very important to see while not in list. So we are reading all the number of characters which are not of in this list. So then we are adding in this thing. So if we read this thing 1, oh, we have to ignore 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Then as this is all this, so 6 is there, 7 space is 8, then 9, 10, space is 11, then 12 is there, then 13, 14 space is there, then 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 is we're getting, I think we missed something. So it looks like if we are running this code, it should be 18 or 19. Maybe we have missed something here. So it cannot be, if y is not, then only we are incrementing. Okay, so it's try with the 19. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 19 is the correct answer for this one. Okay, and this is the last one. Now, you and me are walking in the garden. What will be the output of the following code? You're opening the file, f.read, then you're splitting it, and then for I in L, I in L means each of the word. If len of I, that means you are finding the length of each word. If it is equal to 7, then you add 1 to it. So how many words here seems to be 7? You is not, and me are walking. Yes, walking is 7 and rest are not seems to be. So there is only one. So only the first option C is the correct one. So I hope you understood how this read is reading the entire file, then splitting into word, and then reading each of the word and finding the length whose length is 7 and their count of words. So there's only one word which is walking. Okay, so here we have come to the end of the this MCQ question set on files, text files. So we will be doing a few more on CSV and binary file. I want you to go through this video uh, once, at least once more, to see that if you have any doubt, you can understand. I have tried my best to explain the things to you, and share with your friends, and do subscribe my channel so that you can get you will be informed as and when I upload new videos on this programming, and for MCQ type questions on MCQ on this Python. Okay, so thank you to all of you.